All right, listen, we're almost at 500. As this video comes out, we probably are. I don't know, but listen, this ain't a video for jits. If I have some jits who subscribe to me, this is a warning. You have been warned. Please do not click on this video if you do not mess with any gore or bloody images, because this AU has some. I did have to shorten this because I was reading terrible in this. Some of these I do read terrible, y'all. I be trying my best. So I did. I did a little editing where I explain as I go through, what's going on. So that helps me as well. I have a second version of me help. But I hope y'all enjoy this. If y'all want to see more of these, I can do more. I have other few I can do more. Or if y'all have one y'all want to request, let me know in the comments. Because someone did request in the comments I do the cookie virus. So here you go. Hope y'all enjoy. Like, comments.
Darkness that brought it close to extinction so many. Till we meet again, guys.
Speeds my game, and we're back with another My Little Pony Infection AU. One of y'all had commented on my last Infection AU video and told me I should react to the My Little Pony Cookie and Virus AU. Now, we have found this account named Anxiety Monster. If y'all want to go follow them, y'all can. A little free shout out, I guess. I'm so normal, I'm about my, yeah, blah, 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 blah. But we're about to get into this. If y'all don't know what the cookie virus is, it's actually an episode from My Little Pony. Well, it's not actually a virus, but it's like they play a prank on there where like they eat these cookies where they were zombies. I think they actually turned into ones. And I don't know, Rainbow Dash had it. I haven't watched the episode, and man, I haven't watched My Little Pony in a minute. But we're about to get into this 14 posts. Let's get into this shit. Right, listen. Like, Twilight's already infected. Come on, bro. Alright, let's read this shit. Come on, bro. Beginning stage. Now, y'all can't see the shit what I'm about to do. I'm about to read it to y'all. Pony is somewhat sane, but very hungry. They crave the cookies they were infected with more than anything, and are desperate to do anything for more. Earlier sign is rainbow muzzle and pertinent smile frown. Rainbow muzzle, yup. Yeah, so Twilight, she's already infected. She looks like, bro, she geeked. She off the perks, bro. Right. What we got? Okay. So they're showing us Twilight as an example. And oh my god. Second stage. Pony's sanity is declining. They can still speak, but cannot stop thinking about their hunger. They are extremely desperate for cookies. So much they start chasing down and eating anything living. I ain't gonna lie. If this thing is chasing y'all, what is y'all doing, bro? Imagine a pony is chasing y'all. They frown, they smiling and shit, and they got like this rainbow shit all over their muzzle. What is y'all doing in this situation, bro? Let me know. Bro, eating anything living. In case they have cookies in their stomach, their mouths and stomach to begin the rot, and hair and features begin to fall out. So yeah, they're not looking so cool anymore. I'm pulling the shotty. That's what I'm doing. Listen, y'all. Y'all see my listen. If Manic JR sees Twilight running like this, he gonna be like, I'm sorry to do it, but they ain't listen. They ain't playing with me when I pull out the golden one and the black one. The golden one is the special one. But the black one is the original one. The golden one is my best one. I don't even need two. I'll go out pistol whip, bro, and be like boom, like that, bro. So they lose their hair and everything, bro. Stretched ass mouth, bro. Smiling like they catnap and everything. Losing features and hair. So yeah, what's stage 3? Yeah, that's not Twilight anymore, gang. She's bald, bro. That shit looks like a fucking demon, bro. What the hell? Third stage. Sanity is gone. They can no longer speak and only make desperate sounds of hunger and anger. They begin eating ponies. I mean, they already are eating anything living. So, would that mean that? Okay, hold on. Would that mean they ain't gonna eat ponies until they look like this? maybe my best bud, but I'm putting you down. Exactly, bro. I don't care. Listen, if anyone y'all turn into this, sorry, man. I have to do it, bro. I love y'all, but I gotta save Ponyville, bro. Okay, hoping for a sweet taste to satisfy their needs. Their mouths are starting to stretch or droop, depending on if they mutated with a smile or a frown. So if they have a frown, they're just like, oh, that shit gotta be creepy. They are dangerously skinny. Different parts of their body begin to stretch and change. Depending on the pony, manes and tails hair have shed. Pony is unrecognizable besides cutie mark. Eve, I'll call the game to kill. In GTA. Yep. Sunken eyes, incredible sense of smell, skinny hunger. Mutation begins different for every pony. In this case, stretching limbs. Oh my god. So they look taller. So Twilight is already one. They're showing us an example of what they look like with Twilight. So Twilight's already cooked. What is the run away? I mean, by that time I would have been ran away, bro. So this is about the Frowning pony. So we about to see what's gonna happen to Fluttershy. Oh, poor Fluttershy, my favorite girl. So Fluttershy looks like I just caught her cheating on me or something, or I caught her doing something she shouldn't have been doing. Beginning stage. Same as Smiling Pony. Pony still has the same sanity but is very hungry. All they talk about is how much they need the cookies and they were infected with. Earliest sign is how infected is the rainbow muzzle and a permanent smile and frown. Unlike Smiling Ponies, pimples are dilated and eyes begin to sink. Permanently drooping jaw. Oh yeah. Listen, I would make sure this virus has never get to her. Cause listen, as soon as I see her looking like this, her eyes start turning a different color. Headshot, bro. I'm sorry. You're not turning into this monster. I'm not letting it happen, bro. Second stage. Pony sanity is declining. They can still speak, but all they seem to mumble is the word cookies. They are extremely desperate for cookies. So much they start chasing down anything living. At this stage, they often find and eat small animals. Though, if confronted by a pony, they won't hesitate to attack. Their mouths and stomachs begin to rot. The hair and features begin to fall out. Sunken eyes, possibly blind. Okay, they're blind. Dropping jaw and duck skin tearing. Listen, let's just say I'm my OC Heroic Tails. Let's say Heroic Tails chilling. Fluttershy comes in the room looking like this, bro. He's not taking no hesitation. I love Fluttershy, bro. Listen, when I first watched My Little Pony, Fluttershy was my first before Twilight, bro. She's always will be my first in my heart. But in order to save Ponyville, you gotta make some sacrifices. And I love Fluttershy. Trust me, I love Fluttershy. I'm literally hitting her. Heroic Tails will hit her with the curved stump. And then, boom, bro. Make sure she not turning into no stage 3, no stage 4. Because as soon as you see that, most look that I'm waiting to stage. The second stage, boom. Not happening. Listen, no hesitation. I might cry when I do it. I'm like, not happening, bro. Yeah, look, what is this? What is this? Like, no, I'm not letting this happen. And if it does happen to this is what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna grab her by the neck and swing her around, bro. I'm gonna swing her around like Goku when he was fighting Fat Boo. I'm thinking the same. Right, exactly. I agree. Exactly, Eve. I know Goku Black could do the same thing. Like, bro, I'm not letting that happen. Stage 1, she's dead. True, yeah. Alright, third stage. Sandy's is completely gone. Pony can no longer speak, can only make desperate sounds of hunger and anger. They begin strictly targeting ponies. So they target anything. Well, in stage 3, listen, they not making it stage 3. That's what I said. They put my OC in these situations, bro. None of these ponies are hitting stage 3. Cause they gonna be dead before it hits it. I'm sorry. Listen, I love Fluttershy, but she's not making it to that stage. She's gonna be put to an end. Hoping for a sweet taste to satisfy their needs, unlike Twilight Sparkle, who I observed in the past, Fluttershy seems to drop downward instead of growing taller. Do all frowning ponies mutate this way? I'm unsure, but it's too dangerous for me to find out. Mane and feathers have completely shed. Pony is left unrecognizable, and besides cutie mark. Yeah, bro. Listen, that neck is hella long. Curve stump to the head. I grab it by the neck and I throw that shit. As soon as it hits the air, boom. You're done, bro. I'm sorry. This controller has to be broken. How I be treating this controller. And then I get my green golden gun, my best gun. You're done. Sorry. Horror farming a little. Okay, I can't even read that, but she keeps staring at me. Yeah, who is making... I guess, is this Twilight doing this research? Dropping, stretch, narc, neck, unhinged jaw, teeth. Yeah, they don't have no teeth. And I guess the fourth stage is run away. Yup. She sees... Oh my god, no, listen. Boom. Boom, white gun. Boom. Boom. She had to get up, listen. Listen, bro. No. Setting it up. Curve stone. She nah, bro. And then I'll hit it a second time, bro. She get up again. Hit her with the super kick. And then I'll hit her with another one, like sweet chance. Listen, her head's gonna be completely off, bro. Like, no, I'm not letting that happen, bro. Yeah, pretty much with the Frowners, you're cooked, bro. As soon as, like, I would just say, as soon as they get to stage 1, I'm shooting them, bro. I don't care, bro. I'm shooting them. I believe, like, you know, as soon as they get to that, like, dark eyes, they start eating animals. Then as soon as they hit stage 3, they're coming after you, gang. As soon as they hit at least stage 1 or 2, they're getting shot. I'm sorry. I don't care, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't care, bro. Because, like, we got to do what we got to do. Rip Fluttershy, though. All right. We camped out in the barn for only 2 nights. Before we were spotted, we heard an awful groaning sound. And I took a peek outside. And a mangled and grinning Granny Smith was slowly approaching the barn. Luckily, she was far away enough for us to have a time to pack up a wagon of supplies and book it out the back door. AJ and I pulled the cart with everyone inside. But even with the 2 of the fastest ponies in Ponyville running in sync, an awful thudding sound and echoing behind us. Granny was chasing us. Apple Blooms start crying. That's my granny! She's family! You have to help her. I have a look at AJ and she has tears in her eyes. That ain't our family no more, Sugar Cube. Nah, so even we didn't know where we were headed, but it had to be away from the granny and away from Ponyville. But we were suddenly cut off by a creature jumping in front of us. It was hard to tell who it was in a moment, but from Applejack's scream, I'm positive it was Big Macintosh, or it was used to be at least. Yeah, he cooked. Yo, what's good, cat? Get away from him. AJ and I had took a violent swerve right, tumbling down a steep hill. It was really hard fall, and everyone fell out of the wagon and just chilling. She all the supplies she could, and AJ and I carried this Cutie Mark Crusaders on our backs. AJ was limping harshly with every step, but she was in such a blind panic, I'm not sure she could even realize she was hurt. AJ led the way and showed us to a little wooden shed in the middle of the orchard. AJ said that part of the orchard was so far from the barn, they built a little shed to hold extra supplies. It was small and uncomfortable. Everyone was pressed up against either a basket or a shovel. But AJ reassured us it was only until morning, and when those things were gone, her family. I couldn't get Granny's face out of my head or Apple Bloom's cries, so I decided to be lookout, staying awake and listening to or watching for anything close by. Oh, I love Rainbow Dash, liked your video, cool. Or any close by. I couldn't hear anything at all. I'm not liking the timing. Exactly, me either, bro. Like, they gotta wait until I'm getting into the zone for the video. They, like, come on, bro. I swear, Twitch is my biggest haters, bro. They don't want to see me win, bro. Like, damn, I got haters everywhere, ops everywhere, bro. Who can I trust? Okay, I couldn't hear anything all. Not hoof steps, heavy breathing, or anything. Well, I'm sure we were all safe. I couldn't help the feeling that we were being watched. Probably y'all were. And it fucked me up. I was reading the zone, bro. Clock in game. Okay, there's more of this, bro. And that guy is, okay, rarity might be cooked. Alright, Rainbow Dash Journal. Surviving the Cookie Virus Part 3. Let's get into it, man. I'm not even reading this caption, bro. Let's get into it, man. I must have fallen asleep at some point because I woke up to Rarity's nudging my shoulder. It was morning and everyone was awake. Applejack said it was okay to leave, and it was leave. We each grabbed a basket and loaded them with apples. For the time being, there's that our only food source, so the apples is the only thing they could eat. I had barely picked 5 apples when I heard Rarity shriek. Without much thinking, I ran to her. She was holding up a magical gem shield and pushing back what used to be Big Mac. He was thrashing and gargling, and Rarity's magic was fading. What should I do? What could I do? Kick his ass. That's what you do, bro. Before I could act, some pony lunged into the scene, whipping out a powerful flashlight and sinking it into Big Mac's eye sockets. Big Mac howled and took a few dizzy steps away. The pony yelled, "Get the Crusaders! Follow me!" The 3 of us ran, AJ being the only one who's still carrying her apple basket. Rarity and I carried the Crusaders. In a blind panic, we followed this pony until we were out of breath and sure we were followed. We only stopped when AJ collapsed to the ground and the pony started turning to help. And that's why I got a good look at her. Pinkie to the rescue. Yup.
Yeah, Pinkie came to save them with a flashlight. Pinkie is, I think, immune to these cookies. She did get sick from them, but she is immune. She just has, the rainbow muzzle. But they go to Fluttershy Cottage to hide it out for the night and to figure out a plan of what to do.
I was shocked. Pinkie just admitted that the virus was entirely her fault, but I thought it was my own. No, Pinkie, it can't be. I was the one who fed everyone the cookies. I fed everyone the cookies. Tears were streaming down Pinkie's face, so I could tell this wasn't a time to argue. Even if I wanted to take all the blame, she continued to explain herself. I'm sure Applejack told you by now that this was all meant to be a terrible prank on you, to one-up you, and it was all my idea. Oh shit. When you came with me to the idea to prank the whole town, I can't read that. These rainbow joke cookies, I came up with the idea to prank you into thinking we all became zombies from eating them. But after you fed me that was first cookie, I felt odd. It's hard to explain what the feeling was, but more than anything, I felt ill. But I was too determined to get you back. Jeez. It was the first perfect chance. I forced everyone into Ponytail to buy at least one of the 2 boxes of cookies, even convincing those who didn't want the cookies to participate. I ignored how sick these cookies made me into order to one-up you, and now I murdered everyone in Ponyville. That's tough. Pinkie Pie crippled to the floor in tears. Despite her apology, I still didn't believe she had anything to apologize. For now, I kneeled down and wrapped her in my good wing. Oh, Pinkie, none of this is your fault. It's not like you made those cookies. There was no way you could have known. Pinkie Pie sniffed. Right. I have been wondering, what did you put in those cookies that made ponies become this? I blinked at Pinkie. I didn't make the cookies. Don't you remember? I said I special ordered them from someone in Canterlot. So someone in Canterlot, they need to get their ass whooped. I didn't want to order them from Sugar Cube Corner or else I'd ruin the prank. Pinkie Pie perked up at that confusion now on her face. But if you didn't make those cookies, who did? We were interrupted by a horrible sound outside. Help me! Help me! Instantly, Pinkie and I made back down into Fluttershy's basement. Our sudden entrance startled everyone inside. Scootaloo spoke. What happened? Pinkie Pie immediately swooshed her and we listened. Help me! Help me! Please! She sees me! What? Apple Bloom gasped. That's a pony! There's a pony out there! Apple Bloom started running up the stairs before Applejack grabbed her by the tail. Apple Bloom, no! Apple Bloom yanked herself away from her sister. There's a pony out there who needs help. Our family is gone, Applejack. Just like you said, I have to help any pony I can before it's too late. I mean, we can't. You shouldn't have told her that now. Before any of us could grab her, Apple Bloom was running up the stairs outside. Apple Bloom, stop! Applejack desperately screamed as her sister ran away. Instantly, everyone was going after Apple Bloom as the cries of help outside continued. It was sounded like a male pony, one I recognized for sure. Apple Bloom burst out of the Fluttershy's cottage and turned to the corner where the cries were coming from. Help! Help! That was not a pony. Was it Discord? Ooh, or I wouldn't say Lord Terra, because no, I feel like it could be Discord. Because he said that's not a pony. Look, sadly, I can't be here for long because I got a school in an hour. Oh, that was good, sarcastic. Oh, is that Fluttershy? Help! Help! She cooked. And have a good with the stream. And I'll see you later, man. Have a good day at school tomorrow, man. No. That's not the bite of 87. Shut up. Bro. No. Apple Bloom, bro. Bro. Our girl, she's dead, bro. Bro. The scream that came out of Applejack was the worst thing I ever heard. There was nothing we could do but watch as Apple Bloom was devoured. Even Pinkie was too paralyzed to do anything. Things couldn't get any worse. Then Sweetie Belle started charging the creature. Rarity's scream mimicked Applejack's. Sweetie Belle's horn lit up, and I could tell she was trying to blind the creature as Pinkie Pie once did. But as soon as her horn lit up, it went out. Come on, gang. She tried to be a fucking hero, bro. Why you trying to be a hero? You knew you don't have. You're not about that life. This is what you get for trying to be a hero. You got eaten in half. I'm mad and sad at the same time. You trying to be a hero. Like, oh my god. See, why did Sweetie Belle, right? Exactly. She was trying to save her. Well, look what happened, bro. Pinkie Pie was behind Sweetie in an instant, whipping out her own flashlight and successfully stunning the creature. The horrible thud of Sweetie Belle's lifeless body was such a sickening noise, Pinkie didn't say anything. But as soon as the creature was stunned, we were shoved back inside the cottage. Why didn't you do anything? Applejack was screaming. Pinkie was hushed by Applejack by putting her hoof over her mouth, but AJ immediately shoved her away. Applejack jumped on Pinkie and had her pinned. You could have saved her! Both of them! Why didn't you pull out your stupid flashlight then? Exactly. I ain't gonna front. Why didn't Pinkie do anything, like, at that moment, bro? Like, I get it, like, come on, Pinkie. I don't know. Should I be mad at Pinkie or I don't know. I'm not even mad. Like, I don't know. Would you keep your voice down? She can hear us from down here. I don't give an apple tree hoot about keeping quiet. Our sisters are dead. Scootaloo starts sobbing. I was surprised when she buried her face in my chest as soon as she was clearly angry with me before, but I wrapped my own wing around her to comfort her anyway. It's normal to feel fear. Yeah, it's normal. That's what I said, bro. It's normal. It's normal. That's what I said. I'll probably be feared it as well. Rarity stepped in. Applejack, Pinkie is right. We need to wait until I can't, bro. This isn't my way. So she's probably just saying we need to wait until, blah, blah, blah. We're safe. Okay. Applejack hesitated for letting Pinkie go. The next few hours were silent besides the horrible crunching outside. Once it was silent, we were sure we were alone. Rarity found her voice. So what do we do now? Everyone looked at Pinkie. She sighed and kept her head down. Ponyville is done for. At least at this rate. The infection will start leaving this town and invading the rest of Equestria. We obviously need help. From the princesses? I spoke up. But Canterlot is far away. There's no way can we leave Ponyville without getting... I trailed off thinking about Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle. Who else do we go to? Besides, you said you ordered those cookies from a bakery in Canterlot, right? If we made it there, maybe we can also find the cart... Well, I can read that. Applejack made an eye contact with me. The first she had in a long time. Wait, you didn't make those cookies? I shook in my head. I couldn't tell Scootaloo was also relieved by the news, though I still felt like this was all my fault. But how do we get in Canterlot? The fastest way there is by flight, and my wing is busted. How about by train? Applejack suggested. Oh, I doubt the trains still run through here after all of this. She's right. We all look at Pinkie. The train is the best option. I tried escaping on the train days ago, but it had long been abandoned and the conductor eaten. If we can get that train running again, we can make it to Canterlot.
Alright, so now they're executing the plan to head to the Canterlot train. Now they do encounter some infected, but luckily they do get to the train. And I know y'all saying, Manic, why are you skipping all the parts? Like, listen, bro, this is 1 hour. When I had clipped all half the parts, this is 1 hour. So I'm trying to explain it, and knowing how I'm reading this shit badly, I at least want to explain what I have saw and what I had read. So I did keep the good parts in for y'all, so don't worry.
The trip to Canterlot would be a long one, 3 hours at least. For a while, we took the time to calm down, moving up to the engine while Pinkie conducted because the wind blowing through the broken windows was hurting our ears. We were pretty cramped, but I'm glad we were all together. After a little too much silence, Scootaloo spoken up. We're gonna save every pony, right? Even after blooming Sweetie Belle. Everyone fell in a tense silence at that. Poor Scootaloo. I'm sure she's still in denial about her friends being, well, Brady ended up being brave enough to respond. How about we talk about something else, Scootaloo, to lighten up the mood?
Alright, so Pinkie Pie tells the story how she did get infected, and she did have Lorelei Heartstrings with her. But Lorelei Heartstrings thought she was infected and tried to, kill her with an axe. It didn't work. And Pinkie Pie crashes out on Scootaloo. Yeah, I was about to forget how to say her fucking name, bro. But no, Scootaloo. And Rainbow Dash is mad at her because like, why you crash out on Scootaloo, bro? But it probably was a bad story that she didn't want to hear. Then, Scootaloo makes a good story to make everybody happy. Hooray. But then something else happens, and y'all see.
And the puppy's voice apologized and licked it better at the end. Yo, it's Twilight! What is that thing? Is it? No, it can't be. Stop the train! You're gonna hit her! Pinkie shuddered but kept eyes on the track. No! It's best we run over that thing then stop and get eaten. I'm sorry. No pony seemed to want to argue, so we all held our breaths and braced for impact. Oh shit. Yo, bro. Twilight looks more worse than fucking Fluttershy. Like, look, what the hell? Look at her fucking rib cage and everything. She's literally like a tree. Like she grown a little bit of. Oh yep, it's what? Twilight a blast. Oh yeah, y'all cooked. It's hard to recall what happened, but the next thing I knew, I was lying on the floor of the derailed train. The sound of screaming is what jolted me awake. Upon coming to the engine of the train was blast open. All we was huddled further back in the train cars. The affected pony was peering into the blasted hole of the train car, laughing uncontrollably, sounding like a crowd of ponies laughing at once. Oh nah. We all slowly tried pressing ourselves further into. Okay, I can't read this because the fine relatable content is in the way. When the monster's horns started to spark and illuminate, threatening other magical blasts, but suddenly it shrieked in pain and stumbled away from the train car. The reason why I couldn't tell at first until I saw a pony running towards us, or rather, it's her.
Right, I'm here to explain again. So Sakura does come and save them with the whistle. Sadly, Applejack gets bitten by Twilight in the leg. Now, I was thinking, she was cooked, which I was correct. She was cooked at first, but there was a way to save Applejack, which we'll learn later on in this video. But now Sakura is here to help them. She explains how, she got into this situation, but now she's part of the team and here's to help them as well.
The pony is still at full sanity with no other physical changes. At this stage, the pony is not hostile or relatively healthy. The bite at this stage is luckily reversible as long as the rainbow color spreading from the bite has not expanded by more than 3 colors. The only known way to reverse the bite is by amputating the limb that was bitten. Otherwise, no other cure is known. So if you do get bit on the leg by one of these, we'll have to chop your leg off, gang. I'm not even gonna front to you. We're doing that. So you can still survive this. If one of these ponies bite you on your leg, we just have to cut your leg off. Hey, when this virus goes over, bro, we'll just give you a robot leg, bro. You technically still have one leg, but whenever you have your little prostate leg, you can still walk on both legs. So GG's, you good. Now, if you get in this stage, we'll just have to kill you. I ain't gonna front in GTA. Okay, stage 2. As the rainbow coloring slowly creeps up and spreads across the body, the pony feels flu-like symptoms. The pony's normal coat begins to pale and strains out of their mane shed. The bite location swelling up. At this stage, the pony is still sane, but starts to lose their grasp on reality as they approach a death-like state. The only way to ensure the pony doesn't move on to stage 3 is by eliminate the pony entirely. Yup, knew it. Before the infection reaches their heart or brain. The location of the bite determines how fast the pony moves on to stage 3. Pale skin, dizziness, hair sheds. Yeah, so we will have to kill you. If you're at stage 1, we just chop that shit off. So if Applejack wasn't lying and told them you got bitten, they would have just cut her leg off and she would have been cool. She would just have one leg. That's it. But she's already cooked. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Oh my god. That is creepy. Right. Stage 3. They already cooked this stage 3, bro. The pony's sanity is gone. The pony's sanity is gone and they have reached the infected or zombie state. Unlike the smiling and frowning ponies, smilers and frowners, these infections disinfected seems to inhabit a different visual emotion that could be considered as fear or surprise. This could be because ponies who were bitten by the infected experience a different variation of the infection. Rather than the ponies that ate the cookies, at this state, this infected appeared to attack anything living, while smilers and frowners move at a quick and quiet pace for after their prey. These bitten ponies are loud and clunky, appearing to have a hard time knowing where they are going. They end up swaying and knocking themselves into other objects during their hunt. So yeah, you can get away from these ones. You can get away from these ones. I don't know what she calls them, but you can definitely get away from this one, because they don't know what the hell they doing. They can still get you, but if you play your cards right, they like if you in a forest and this thing chasing you, they'll bump into some trees and shit, so you can get away from the shit. Like, you'll be good. I'll say, what's different? Okay, so when they're in state, what's different between stage 4? Stage 4, I'm not a big fan of. That shit looks creepy. Stage 4, final stage. The infected's neck has twisted and grown twice the pony's size. Walks silently and blends within the tree. Yeah, you're cooked when it's stage 4. Let me shut up. Blends within the trees. The only way to hear it's coming is by its loud strained groans. For stage 3, its screams recommend. Okay. It's recommended to stay between trees, but do not be in the forest with a stage 4. It is silent and knows its way around, but it is also very slow. Weaknesses are known, but listens for groans. Listen for her screams. Yeah, you're cooked when it hits this stage, but you can still. So it's slow. So you could, if you're really fast, you can outrun this thing. You can outrun this thing. Like, it really ain't a lot of shooting in the mouth, bro. Like, as soon as I'm running, bro, I'm doing this. Shoot that shit in the mouth, gang. You cooked.
Alright, so this is the last part, at least for what I know. In this part, Luna is questioning why there isn't any dreams, which I wonder why they don't know that there's an infection going on with cookies. So Luna does go finally into a dream, which, she soonly will regret that she tells her sister that, she needs to get into some more dreams because she hasn't found any yet. So she finally finds one, and this what happens.
She said quick. So she's looking around. It's like she's just in the dark. Oh, you're cooked. Yep. Oh. Okay, she's crying. Sister! No! How did Luna get Luna's cooked? Damn! You go in someone's dream and that's your power. Oh damn, Luna's cooked, bro. Luna just got murdered like she was in a scary movie. And that's it of this cookie virus. I know, I was rating so terrible. For these My Little Pony AUs, I could find some more. I definitely could find some more from any sources, but if y'all do, let me know, man. Let me know one y'all want me to do next. This one I did kind of stutter a lot. I read it a little bad. Y'all know me. Anytime I'm on camera, I read terribly. That's why I don't like reading shit. But anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost at 500. By probably this video out, I don't know. We're probably already at 500. I don't know, but our goal is to hit 1K before this year ends, bro, or next year, before this year ends. But anyways, I'm gonna catch y'all boys later. If you ain't first, then you're last.